Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Marketing. Well, I'm your host, Nathan Webster, and I'm excited to chop it up with you today. Today for episode 142, and guess what? It's going to be a 143 because this is Marketing 101, the customer journey. I got two episodes that I'm going to drop for both 141, 142. I'm going to do it all in one sitting. I realized in not the last podcast where Morgan Taylor, he talked about with SEO, and I love the advice he gave, but in the what's the purpose behind the marketing plan? And because of this whole ChatGPT, look, marketing is going in a different direction. Online, research, sales, commerce is going in a different direction. We know our education system is going in a different direction. The economy to the workforce, investment, retirement is all going in a different direction. So I wanted to talk about something I never talked about before, but it always baffles me when I teach at certain colleges, and especially in the Marketing 101, there's no customer journey. The customer journey maps just straight up sucks. And so even though this is two episodes, y'all, it's not enough time to fully break down, go into the value of understanding why you have to have a customer journey within your marketing plan, why that should be operationalized in your sales plan, why that, like everyone in your company should eat, breathe that. Not too long ago, Amazon said, we're not hiring these types of people anymore. And I'm not going to go into it. We're hiring folks right out of college. Look, I'm not going to go into it because I ain't trying to get sued. But there is a certain, let's just say, algorithm that you need to have in order to what I talked about in the last few episodes to get repeat customers. There's a customer journey. And look, I got my notes, y'all, because I am definitely going to be long-winded if I don't stick to my notes. And I got to make sure of my timing. So hold on, let me move some stuff so I can make sure I can see my time because, hold on, let me move this around. Because I can get long-winded on this, and it is something that I enjoy doing. So as in talking about it. So for this 10-minute, 20-minute, maybe 30 minutes, I might do like 15. I don't know where it may take me. I want to get into this in a way that is pragmatic and simple. So when we're talking about the customer journey, you don't have to like scratch your head, or if you're a business owner or a key leader, you just learning marketing for the first time, because there is a lot. The customer journey is a staple principle, fundamentally a cog that should be in your wheelhouse, okay? Now, if you don't have this wheelhouse or this cog, it's okay, because you're about to learn it today here on Let's Talk Marketing with In-Depth Podcasts, okay? So let's get into this customer journey marketing. And this is not I would say a term that is old. This is new, okay? However, I believe it always has existed with folks that understood data and the way we make our decisions and how we go about now, especially with our cell phones, how we go about making decisions on a regular basis. So when I was thinking about what does someone who doesn't understand the customer journey, doesn't understand marketing, what does that look like? Well, it first starts with a conversion. The conversion is a conversion is when someone is looking at your information. Let's say it's a website, could be social media, and then all of a sudden they come from nowhere and they're a guest, like in your own view, and now they're a customer, they're a client, they're a fan. I can flip it around and say, like, this is when someone has an accident, emergency, like a car accident, car crash, and now they are a customer, not they desire to be a customer in the ER, but now they are on the books of the ER and they will be charged, okay? If they have great insurance, no problem. If you don't, now that's a different scenario, but they just became unwillingly a customer of a hospital. Now, I'm not going to go any further than that, but that example just showing you at one point in time, someone didn't have plans to become under someone's books, and now they are at the end of the day. This is where you're doing it intentionally to get people that they may not know you, they may not even know of you. You're trying to get them as one category, not category, abbreviation we would say, or ditty, or catchphrase, how you want to say it, how you want them to know, like, and trust you. When you get to the trust part, this is when they say, I am willing to whip out my wallet, swipe my card, give you cash because I want to buy this product or service. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a conversion. So the conversion sometimes is called an acquisition. This is where the rubber has met the road and we are ready to go on this ride. That's where it all begins. The customer journey does not start because you put on a flyer and they bought something. No, it begins when they purchase, because the post-purchase, all that stuff that happens pre has to begin happening now, or else you're going to lose this customer. So let me just stick to my notes because I'm already at 5 minutes. So here's where, when you're developing this customer journey, you need to make sure that you are always consistently, no matter what part of the process your potential client or client is in, you always need to take feedback. Here's where that data is important and will continuously be important until they no longer decide to be your client. And I'm going to jump to a tool that I use, and this is from Power Slides, but it's from the CBBE model. This is something I use when I'm helping consult certain clients that want marketing that needs to have the repeat. I'm going to show you the paper. It is a brand equity model, and you can see right here, it starts at the very bottom of where it's an identity issue where folks don't know about you, to where at the top, it's a relationship issue, okay? So when folks don't know you, it's no big deal that you can say they don't know you. Think of a team. Oh, we don't know you, but I'm going to come root for you. Once they see you, hopefully you win. Like, hey, I'm a fan now. Just keep winning. Unlike my Chicago Bears, they're not winning. So I don't have a great relationship with them, but I still love them, right? I'll root for them to the day I die, and hopefully I pray to God I see a championship, here soon. But that's called the brand equity model. I'm not going to go into that. I forget the author who came up with it. But in that time, from the identity part to the relationship piece, this is where you have to earn their trust in every single part of their process. Now, I brought up Amazon, and they're a great example of that in action all the time. Like, if you don't like something, you can return it, and you're still good with it. You're like, hey, just as long as I return it, I don't care. Now, to have that type of business model is extremely hard, but this is why I said, here's where your marketing has to be operationalized to where you don't take a hit in a negative way. Not like, look, especially on a money-wise, but definitely morally, morale-wise, you don't take a hit, because when someone returns something, I had to give money back to a client before, and man, it's not the best feeling. So in this customer journey, it is a life cycle that you can map out to say in the very beginning, why they're in there, right before they purchase, and how they continue to be engaged with your people or with your company throughout the time that they're doing it. Now, in this time, what you're trying to do is, of course, woo them at the beginning of this courtship, this relationship, and you're wooing them through all different ways. And this is where your marketing plan becomes a big deal, because they may have found you several times on social, but it's not until someone mentions it, now folks are going, then you say, oh yeah, I remember them. Let me go. Okay, I bookmarked them, blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, oh shoot, yeah, let's go. Let me check it out. And then this is the part where, we talked about the AIDA, that it build awareness or getting their attention. Now they're interested, right? Here's where some folks say you engage to where now they are ready to decide. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because sometimes when we say engage to where they're ready to make the decision on what they're going to buy, the options are limited, okay? So here's where the marketing meets the sales team. And the sales team needs to now close on the things that have been promoted and the stuff that's been engaging. And sometimes you have one person, whatever, that's, I won't go into that, but here's where The options need to be available for the folks to ensure that they stay in control. They gotta stay in control, y'all. As a buyer, you don't ever want to lose that control of, if I make this bad decision, like, I don't want to like buy this house. I can't return it. I can't just return this car five days afterwards. I don't know, some states, this state has 3 days and you can get your stuff back. But, buying a candy bar, that's no good. That's one thing. But a few $10,000, $5,000, $100 purchases, absolutely not. So when it comes to the customer journey, you need to make sure this life cycle is intact to where you give them the options when they are ready to commit. The next thing is you need to keep them satisfied all the way through. Now, satisfied can mean so many different things to so many different people. Now, this is where I'm going to say that the best way to go about it is however they walked in the door and however you continued that conversation, that energy, whatever that looked like, it would need to at least stay at that level, if not kick it up a notch. Okay? Now, you can do it however you want to, but I'm telling you, from my studies, experience, and observations, that if that energy drops through that time, and let's say if it's at a theme park, if you like, people are all excited to go in, and all of a sudden they see all these lines, it's like, okay, well, let me get some food. Oh, look at those. Oh, no. All right, y'all, how long y'all want to stay? Right? If someone's asking, okay, how long y'all want to stay? I don't, look, y'all, the lines are too long, and it's just, Now, I don't want to drop names. I don't want to talk about any business, but there's businesses out there. I'm like, okay, y'all said y'all want to go to this, but the lines are crazy, and I'm not that, okay, I was excited, but not anymore. And now, some of those places I've gone to, it's definitely, my wife is all about getting that fast track pass. I'm not going to go into say exactly what it is. It allows you to cut to the front of the line, or you're in a different line that gets you accelerated. And my wife and I, we're all about that because we ain't trying to wait. So that satisfaction piece, some folks call it satisfaction. Some folks say continue to the engagement of, after that purchase, are folks still engaged? And I'm sorry for those watching the video. I got feedback, the light that my glasses are covering, but I can't see if I don't have my glasses. All right. So when it comes to the experience part, that's the satisfaction. So, they say engagement, which is the experience. This is coming back to why I showed you that CBBE model, the consumer brand equity model. Consumer-based brand equity model. Sorry, it's CBBE, consumer-based brand equity. This is where the experience of the brand is now whatever is negative, because some folks say, I don't care how long the line is, I'm here, and we about to have a good time. But that experience, no matter what, it stays intact to what folks say, I came here to have a good time. I'm here, so I'm going to have a good time. And when I leave here, man, I don't care what's good. I'm about to have a blast, right? That right there is what you want it to be. So at that experience, this is where the branding comes in at. Here's where your brand now becomes at a certain level to where you hope, I'm saying from the company side, the marketing side, you hope that is now the baseline, the bottom, this floor, okay? You want to keep that, okay? All right. So obviously, I'm just now getting into it. I kind of feel like I got so much more, but I'm going to end the podcast here, y'all, and pick it up at the next week, okay? You can watch the videos on YouTube. The links are down below. Make sure you check it out. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for rocking with me. For all my worldwide listeners out there and my first-time listeners, thank you very much. I wish you nothing but the best. So dream big and Godspeed.